Hey Al, it's strange up here. Tonight I got all these people I met, you know, from AA and all that stuff, and I don't even know if you can hear me. There's a micro bubble up here. People are stuck back in 1982 or something. It's weird, and it's a really strange place, and people are really, really different. They're most of them are at least half Lakota Indian, but the skin is white. The white skinned people, but they're at least half Indian. At least the Oregonians up here, and there's a lot of other people up here. About a third of the population up here, all along the coast or from elsewhere, like me. But they're just not bothered with. They're really nice people. They're just not bothered with going out and making $1 million, and it's just really weird. You know, they just everybody's comfortable, and you know, they just stay that way. They just do their jobs, and it's really, really strange. I don't know how to explain it. And I had to drive all the way to Eugene from Yaha. It's up there. I did it. Today's Friday. I did it on a Wednesday. Went up there to go get one of them utility trailers, you know, with a ramp and all that. Buy a new one. And there's 6 guys in the office, and I put my hitch on myself, or the hitch, the receiver on my truck. And the guys couldn't sell me a fucking trailer because they couldn't figure out, they couldn't do the lights. Trailer company, big huge parking lot, size of fucking Highway 39. And they couldn't do the lights, and they wouldn't let me do the lights. You know, just gonna splice it in. So they couldn't sell it to me. It's weird stuff like that, constant. I caught myself getting angry and trying to push my will on them. You know, but I come up here to slow down. Anyways, it's just a trip. It's like this micro bubble. Nothing's changed here since probably the 60s. And everybody's got this really cool kind of just laid back, don't worry, you know, about nothing, and everybody kind of helps each other out, and I don't know, it's a trip. It's a huge trade-off from down south. I didn't expect, you know, all these different things to come up like they are, like you know, the way the people are and the way they act, and you can't get nothing done if you want to. I mean, if you're trying to get, you know, anything done on your house, or anything done for that matter, you know, you don't expect people to show up, you know. Don't expect them to call you. And I was talking to Robert, my sponsor. He's a contractor up here, and he builds specs, and he's got 2 going on right now. Plus he owns 3 lots here in Florence. He's got properties, apartments on them and shit, and his house in the middle, and pays all his bills, you know. But he's got all his sons going. He's got about 6 or 8 kids going, you know, and it's pretty neat, you know, to try to finally get inside their fucking heads, you know, and they kind of make up their own reality. But they control the towns, and the Californians are coming up here by droves. I mean, it's you know, summer's coming, and it's been beautiful the last 2 months, just starting to get a little bit cloudy, but summer's coming, and at nighttime, you know, that 101, it ceases. You know, there's after about I go to that 7 o'clock meeting in Florence every night. Drive over that Cape where you and Celeste drove over when you come and saw me. I drive back and forth from there every night. But now the streets are packed. But anyways, the traffic stops right around 8:30. No traffic all night long. It's crazy. Anyways, I didn't remember what the fuck I was gonna tell you. So anyway, so I got my lights hooked up myself. So I'm gonna go pick up that trailer. I'll send you a picture of it. But it's fucking strange up here. You expect people to just be people, and they all ramble something off to somebody, and they just look at you and there's like a 3-second pause. It's kind of weird, you know. And then they reply, huh? Or fucking, I don't know. And they don't care about it. They're not like embarrassed that they were dumb or anything, you know. They just don't care. You know, they don't care what you got to say. They got their own little lives, and they're happy with it. It's neat. So part of my praying is about, you know, I come up here to slow down and try to do it their way, not push my way. So anyways, house is coming along slow, 'cause I'm fucking doing a lot of meetings and working on all my steps and all that stuff. But they wanted, the reason I'm buying that trailer is because the dumpsters, to get a 50-yard dumpster, you know, for a remodel, they want to charge you like $8 a day to have it on your property, because they just don't have a, like down south, I was leaving there for a year, you know, because they don't have the room to store them. They don't charge you that way. So I'm going up here to get the trailer. I'll get a 6x10, $1,600, or a 5.5x10 for $1,200, one or the other. That way I can get move my CNC around from house to house. But I've got that lower lot. I was thinking, I don't know how deep you are into the bank, but I've got that lower lot. If you need to get out of there, give me a call and we can work something on it. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm gonna build on it. People are making a lot of money on those. It's called Airbnb, A-R-B-N-B. It's an app, and there's another one out now too. So instead of getting hotels, it's just like that fucking whatever you call that, the Uber. It's like Uber, but all these rentals, they fill up like all along the coast, like little tiny places. You know, I could split my house up into 3 if I wanted to, and they get $245 a night out of them. You know, and you just go and you change your nasty sheets or whatever next morning, and you know, and then it goes again, and they're all booked solid all summer long. And then there's another push before summer for the people from Canada come down, and then they get filled up again. And there's only like 3 months in the winter where they're not booked up. So if I split this house up into 3, which I probably won't, but I'll build that lower house, you know, on that lot. And there's a really good lot right up the road from me, on the water, on the ocean side, for 89 grand, and it's got a trailer on it. It's got a big old greenhouse. Check it out for 89,000. That's good, profitable fucking thing. And you could rent it out and make your fucking nut just with the trailer that's on it, or you could you know, plow that down or sell it and have it hauled away for the aluminum that's in it or whatever, and build two little tiny houses, little tiny things. We're talking fucking you know, square boxes. You could like maybe the size of a master bedroom with a bathroom and a kitchenette. You could build 2 of them on that lot, you know, and then just rent them out. It's really good profit because they're right on the ocean side over there. I was thinking about that one. And it's good profit, you know, $250 a night. Rent them both out, $500 a night, you know, and you know the bills are paid on those. They're paying for themselves, and you know, if you build it, you know what you're doing, you know. If you build the houses, so permits are cheap, but the laws are going to change here. I don't remember, after the elections here or something, out pretty quick. So sometime this next week, I'm going to go try to get all my permits and get my license going up here, because I can do anything on my property except for plumbing and electric. But anyhow, just seeing what the fuck you're doing. Why the fuck you aren't up here? Oh, yeah, and there's tons of abalone. I was asked somebody, there's nobody fishing, like just offshore, you know, and I guess 5 miles out, they're letting the Japanese come in or something. But you know, all the rocky places, they've got huge, monstrous lingcod just right there on the across through my house. The ocean from my house is about the same from Buckler's to Jimbo's, and it's a rocky area. And yeah, there's monster fucking 30-pound lingcod right there, you know, and it's all full of abalone and everything else. I was looking on YouTube and I was watching these guys diving with Hawaiian slings and shit, and just fucking full of these big, giant, monster fucking lingcods and crazy scope, and everything is double sized, you know, up here. I haven't done any fishing right off the shores or anything like that. I just did that lake fishing, and I was gonna book that halibut trip, but you know, still, you know, knotted up over my fucking 10 years of having out there running amok. But I found some peace up here finally, you know. Anyhow, for being such a fag, get your ass up here, bud. Bye.